Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do a review of this Essence Pretty Natural Hydrating Foundation. I originally wanted to find a foundation I could put in my freelance kit to use on any clients, and I was looking for a foundation that would work for more than one skin type, which I feel like this does, but I'm gonna get more into it very soon. So basically in this video I want to show you how it looks on my skin and just my general thoughts on it, how I feel about it, my experience with it. I've tried it for, is it 2 weeks now? A while, so I can definitely give you my opinions about this. So it is $6.99 on the Essence website, and it comes in 31 shades, which is pretty good. I would say that I think one shade can work for several tones, just because it's so, I feel like it works as like a BB cream or a tinted moisturizer. I feel like it falls more into that category more than a foundation, which is the same with the Light Wonder foundation, which is my all-time favorite foundation. This is also called a foundation, but I feel like it's more like a tinted moisturizer or a BB cream. So I want to compare these two a little bit, because I was kind of looking for a cheaper version of this one, which I feel like in a lot of ways I did find, but there are some differences. So it says on the website, the Essence Pretty Natural Hydrating Foundation with hyaluronic acid and aloe vera provides a natural medium coverage finish and weightless feel for up to 24 hours, leaving you with the perfect combo of pretty and natural, vegan, paraben-free, alcohol-free, oil-free, gluten-free, yeah, and it's cruelty-free as well. So lots of good things about this, absolutely. So before I apply this, I just want to tell you my skin type is normal to dry. In the winter months, it's also dehydrated. I also want to mention that I was not sure what color I should purchase. There's so many to choose from, and there wasn't too many reviews online and not too many swatches, so I just had to kind of just pick out of the square pictures that you get to see on the website, and I didn't order from Essence. I realized after I had purchased on a Norwegian website that on the Essence website there was a color match, and you can either do a test, which I did after, or you can type in your current foundation or your favorite foundation, and they have a good register on that, and they'll find your color match out of those two options. Or if you can't find your color match from those two options, you can also send a picture of yourself, and then they'll mail you a recommendation, which I think is awesome. So I just for fun, I did do both of the tests, or I did type in my favorite foundation and I did do the test on the website, just to see what they came up with, because I did purchase the 050 Neutral Champagne, which I found to be a little bit on the dark side for me, but I can still make it work, and it's especially working very well in the summer months, but I think it's going to be too dark for me in the winter months. But I think it's a good shade to have in my kit, and I can just buy the colors that I feel is necessary along with this one in my kit. But if I were to purchase a new shade for me, I'm gonna probably buy one of the recommendations that they hat for me. So when I did the test, they asked for like undertones, and I'm supposed to pick the picture that looks more like my skin tone and so on. And from the test, they recommended the 020. And when I typed in the Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder in One Fair, which is the one that I have, this is just pretty much perfect for me in the winter time. They recommended 020. And oh, I'm sorry, I said it wrong. Out of the test that I did, they recommended either 020 or 030. And when I typed in the Light Wonder foundation, they recommended 020 to be an exact match. And when I typed in the Inglot AMC cream foundation that I also really love in LW200, they said that a good match, not an exact match, but a good match was the 030. So I think I will purchase the 030 if I need a new foundation for the winter months. But I do have a few foundations that I want to get through before I buy this for my own personal use. But I know I will purchase this. I can just reveal this. I might as well tell you I love this foundation so much that I want to buy several ones of this foundation to use in my kit because I think it's wonderful. So I thought I'd apply one side of my face with my fingers and then one side with my brush. I don't like sponges, so I'm not gonna apply it with that. I do prefer using fingers or a brush. And for BB creams, just lightweight foundations and tinted moisturizers, I just go for the easiest way out, which is my fingers, and it just tend to work really well. I do like the packaging, by the way. I think it's just a very easy, I think my favorite type of packaging for foundation is a tube with a pump. I just feel I can get everything out, and also this is a good packaging as well. So I don't have any complaints with the packaging at all. It has 30 milliliters like every other foundation on the market pretty much. I'm going to show you what it looks like. So maybe, as you can see, it's a little bit on the dark side, but I can make it work, I feel like. And usually I use a primer underneath and a setting spray on top, but I'm not going to do that today, just to show you what it looks like without. I'm also going to put the two other favorite foundations that I have right now just to compare. The Isadora BB Cream in Blonde Beige. That's not as runny, and it is definitely a lot lighter. Okay, I didn't do that very well, but that's the Light Wonder, that's the Essence one, and this is the Isadora one. And I can just make all of these work. So I'll say that the consistency is very similar to the Light Wonder. The BB cream from Isadora is a lot more thick, like greasy, I would say. Although it's not greasy once it sets. So as you can see, the shades are pretty different, but I cannot make them all work for me, I feel like. So we're gonna do this side with my fingers. And I can tell you right away that I don't like a lot of foundation. I don't like to build it up, but I will say you can build this up. I've tried It's not for me, but if you like more coverage, you can get this to be almost a medium. It claims to be a medium coverage foundation. I'm not sure if you can. I wouldn't call it a medium coverage foundation. It's light to slightly medium, I'd say. Yeah. And it covers slightly more than the Light Wonder foundation, but it still looks just as natural. So that is why I almost like this one even more. The only reason why I might prefer the Light Wonder is because I feel like it's more hydrating. This sets to a more satin finish, whereas the Light Wonder sets to be more of a glowy foundation. And I don't feel like this is by any means dry or feeling dry on the skin at all, unless you have a dry skin tone. I wouldn't recommend this for people with dry skin tone or people with oily skin tone. I think it works perfect for everything in between. Like if you're normal to dry, normal to oily, I think it would work. I'm using the Soeva 102 Silk Finish foundation brush, and I mean, I can definitely apply it with a foundation brush, but I feel like it's not the best option. I have some dry spots right here and on the side right here, and I don't feel like it accentuates or kind of settles in those dry areas, not more than any other foundation, at least. But when I do use a primer, I make sure to apply the primer right around those dry areas, so it's less so there's a less chance of that happening. I'm gonna apply a little bit more than my liking, just to show you guys if I can, or what it looks like with a little bit more foundation on. I just prefer a lightweight foundation or a BB cream or a tinted moisturizer. I don't feel like I have a whole lot to cover, so there's really no need to lay on a thick layer of foundation. I just kind of want to even out the complexion. And I also saw in several comments there were people over 40 that were really raving about this foundation. I'm not looking for a full coverage, so I think this is perfect. It covers a little bit more, just a tiny bit more than the Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder foundation, which I like. So I'm just gonna apply the rest of my face makeup, and as you can see, I did do my eye makeup, but I'll be right back once I've done that. Okay, I'm all done putting on the rest of my makeup. I just did some contour, blush, and highlighter, I think, and my lips. So yeah, my final thoughts is that I love it. I really, really like it. It was different for me because the finish was a little bit different than what I'm used to. If you're only looking for a dewy finish, you're not gonna get that completely with this one. Like I said, you get like a silky, satiny finish with it. Oh, and the wear time. it wears pretty good. When I'm about to take off my makeup at the end of the day, I usually apply my makeup around 6:30 in the morning. And by the time around 5, 6 o'clock, I can really see it starting to wear off. But since it's a pretty natural finish, you can't really see it all that well. Things would have been different if it was a full coverage foundation, but all in all, I really like this foundation. I would definitely recommend it for the skin type that I just mentioned. I think it's affordable and a good cruelty-free alternative. So yes, it's a good foundation. I will recommend it. If you have any questions, anything that I haven't covered in this video, please let me know and I'll try to answer it as well as I can. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you again in my next video. Bye!